Hey, welcome to the podcast. This is JD Plank alongside with my friend.
I'm Chad. I'm checking Facebook.
And this is These 10 Things, or a bunch of random shit we talk about. We haven't decided on the name yet. We might change that. But,
Random interruption if we get another one today.
yeah.
We'll have to see how that goes.
We also randomly interrupt each other, too, so that works out.
Well, if you've been listening to the show thus far, previous 2 weeks we've been doing this. Random interruption. Usually about 15 to 20 minutes in.
So we'll put the timer on that and see if it happens again today. If you haven't watched our podcast before, what we're going to do is we usually talk about fantasy football, football in general, a bunch of the stuff we enjoy, like nerd TV shows, superheroes, movies.
Do we really need a timer since there's one right there?
Yeah, we do, because that's just going to time how long the video is.
We can't just count.
You can't do math when you're debating. You can't do math.
You can't see it, but it's literally right here.
Yeah, and my face is literally right here.
His
face is there.
Right underneath the pie.
His face is there. We look really too data. Anyway, we're changing up a little bit this week. Last week we had about, 55 minutes of football talk?
It was exponentially long.
Well, it's great for us because we enjoy it, but not our whole audience likes that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a time limit. We're going to put a 10-minute time limit on fantasy football. That'll be our first topic. Second topic will be all football. That'll be another 15 minutes. And the rest of it will be our typical nerd stuff we like to talk about.
Nerds.
Like Gotham, Arrow, Flash, maybe some other stuff like movies. I didn't watch Interstellar, by the way. I didn't feel like wasting 3 hours of my life.
I don't think it would be a waste, but with the wife on deck to give birth to a baby, I just don't want to take the time. I don't want to be away.
I
don't want to miss it. And then how pissed off would you be if I had to get you up an hour and 30 minutes into it, just when it's getting good? You're like, you son of a bitch. I can't believe she went into labor. No.
I would not hate that at all. Plus, I think Rozeki would be there, so she'd probably redeem more tickets.
Rozeki.
Anyway, so if you're not a fan of fantasy football or football in general and you want to hear our nerd talk, skip ahead to about the 25, 27-minute mark, okay? So anyway, let's kick this off with some fantasy football. Set the timer for 10 minutes, sir.
Well, actually, I'm just going to let it count.
All right, we'll go ahead with that. Okay. Fantasy football. I'm finally off my losing streak in my other league. Very happy about that.
Considering how tight the scoring is, I can see why.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't even get started on that. Actually, I'm going to show you here. Give me 2 seconds and I'll bring it up. But in our league, guess who's on a 7-game winning streak?
Eli.
This guy's on a 7-game winning streak.
Cole was so stomping the Fishers this week. You're not going to get your win.
If I get my win, we win. I win first place if I win this week.
Yes.
Because I lead the head-to-head matchup. He beat me by 13. I beat him by 50.
Okay.
So I just got to win this week. And the Fishers are probably not going to be Cole, so I better get my shit together. But look at the scoring. I am obliterating the scoring again in our league, and I love it so much.
I can see the scoring.
I'm up over 100, ain't I?
You got lucky.
I ain't get lucky.
You're up over 2.
If you're consistently scoring a lot throughout the course of the week, that's not luck. That's skill.
206 points.
That's instinct. You can't teach instinct.
Oh my god. It's fantasy football.
So how did your week go?
I lost to Schweitzer by 10 points when I was projected to win by 20. I'm not happy about that. But that's exactly what happened. I had the Lions defense. I didn't see a point of picking up another defense because I had the freaking Lions. So I dropped the Eagles. Guess who picked up the Eagles? Schweitzer picked up the Eagles. And they had a wonderful day, and I didn't see the point in keeping 2 defenses this late in the season. It seemed pointless to me. So I only needed 1. I was already in the playoffs. Screw it. I'm going with the Lions. They have been strong all week minus 3 bad games.
Huh.
Other than that, they have been at least 20-point performers.
Well, I think anyone else they play, you're absolutely right, but it's the Patriots, man. The Patriots have just been on a fucking tear, man.
It is what it is.
They've been on a tear.
Thank you, Schweitzer, for taking Latavius Murray. I should have known you would pick up an Oakland Raider because that's where your passionate little heart lies. With the loser underdogs of the century.
Yeah, Schweitzer. What the hell?
Fuck you, Terrence. I didn't say
God
that
damn it,
today.
Terrence. I miss you, buddy. I wish you worked with me.
I want your $20. $25.
Well, the way it's projected, unless I lay an egg this week and get nothing, I'm at least going to get 25, so I'll get my money back. And if I win, I get another 25 for being in first place. So there's 50. I'm already going to the playoffs ahead of the game.
I don't see why anyone would want to win the league this year. I really don't. I want to come in a solid second place.
Why?
Because we've already discussed the handicap for next year. You have to run the whiteboard and babysit my kid while doing your draft.
Oh, no, I never heard the
yeah, you got to babysit the kid.
thing.
Yeah, all that's in there. We went over that at the draft.
I'll absolutely run the draft and the whiteboard.
You will be babysitting my kid.
Well, I might as well just get ready to babysit your kid then.
You're not going to win. Jesse's going to come out of nowhere.
I'm destined to win.
Jesse is going to set.
If I win, I face her first round.
She's going to stomp you. You're going down.
That's not.
Going down. She got Prater, buddy. Prater's going to have like a 26-point game. I don't know how that's even going to work out, but he's going to have like a 26-point game.
Oh yeah, that's probably not going to work, Chad. But keep telling yourself and your wife that. That's good of you. I'm glad you have her back. That's great, but not happening, man.
Hey,
I am on a 7-game winning streak.
Who came in first place in points and for the season last year?
You didn't come in first place in points. Jess did. She blew us out of the water.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I said. She came in first place for the regular season and points.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to toot your own horn. I'm like,
I was in the basement and I won the playoffs. Ha.
Yeah, that ain't happening this year.
It ain't over till it's over.
That ain't happening this year, buddy. I ain't second guessing you this year. I ain't taking it easy on you.
Oh, you took it easy. Well, you sat one of your players to give him rest for the next week.
So I was like, I need him next week.
Bench Megatron this week because I'm gonna need him in the playoffs.
Anyway, so in our league, what are our standings? Me and Cole are tied for first.
Overall or divisional?
Overall.
Overall would be Cole, then you.
Well, technically I should be in first. I don't know why it says that.
Then Steel City, then Cornfed, then me, then Terrence, then Schweitzer, then my wife, then James, and then the Fishers.
James. I kicked his ass this week.
He drafted such a good team.
James?
He really did. He drafted a good team.
James? Yeah.
Yes, he had a good draft. Just injuries destroyed him.
Okay, here's the scoring from my other league. That's mine, and that's the closest one to me. Look at everyone else. And now, look at points scored against me.
Dude, that's like 18 points. 18.8 points.
Points scored against me? I'm almost 100 points higher than the closest person. Points scored against me.
You're this person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're literally 1682 to 1700.
That's not my point. My point is, I have that many points scored against me. Look how everyone else has points scored against them. I'm getting everyone's best game. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, if you're a competitor, that's what you want.
I do want it. It sucks though, because if I have one bad game, when I've had some bad games, if I have a bad game, shit, I'm done.
He'd rather win than it be competitive.
I would rather beat.
He would rather win.
Okay, to be honest, I did apologize to your wife because I beat her like 190 to 90.
Don't you owe me an apology?
I do owe you an apology, but we're not on that topic right now, so shush up.
Well, we are halfway through our fantasy football conversation.
Well, we're not done yet.
Well,
This league is, gosh, look at our division. This division right here, this division's shit. My friend is Danny Morning Woodhead, and he must have known these guys suck dick at fantasy football. He put him and all the guys that suck in one league, in one division, so he could just run the table pretty much. And then over here, he had all the guys. All of us are just so tight in this. It's such a tight.
Can I make a comment?
Go ahead.
We're on camera now, so would you love to show the lovely folks at home what's going on?
If you can see this, which they can't. Yeah, they can't see it. There's no way they can see it. Anyway. One league, we have a league and there's two divisions. One division is my friend Brad and all these other teams. There's some offensive names I'm not going to say. One is Hit Me Raby one more time. I had to say that. One is the Sioux Girls One Cup, the reigning Shiva Championship. If anyone watches the league, they should know that. If you have watched the league,
I got the reference.
Okay, but one division is 9-3 is the best guy. The closest guy to him is 5-7, and the rest of them are under 5 or way under 500. In my division, the guy leading is 9-3. The guy ahead of me is 8-4, which I think I play him this week. And then I am 7-5, and everyone else is 7-5, and then the last guy in our division is 4-8. If the last guy in our division was in the other division, he'd be in third place. It's crazy. It's just how tight our division is, and divisions are called spit and swallow. So that's how.
You unimaginative bastards.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
You even did.
Don't ask me. I didn't name it.
We already established last week that we're rated NC-17. You really didn't have to skip out on the names.
Yeah, well. Okay, I'm gonna name some of the names in our league. I'm called the Dark Knights. It's a Batman picture mixed with Darth Vader. Dark Knights. If you get it, you're smart. If not, you're stupid. Obviously, we got Roll Cole Baby. It's not really funny. Steel City 88. Gotta Catch Them All. That's my favorite name in this league.
Yeah, Gotta Catch Them All.
Corn Fed. Not bad. I don't really know the origin of that name.
That's brother-in-law.
Iacon Rollers. What is that?
Iacon Rollers. Iacon was the capital city of Cybertron, and if I were to imagine them having a football team, they would be called the Rollers because Prime's sidekick is called Roller. So, Transformers nerd.
Anyway,
My wife is the Harley Quinns.
See, I like her name. When we play, it's a good old DC comic book showdown. It really is. Show me your TDs. If you saw the one last week, we gave him a picture that was our whole podcast. So go him. Good for him.
I wonder if he even watched it.
He did, because I said we did a little tribute to you. He was like, "Oh, making fun of me, huh? I can take it as long as I can dish it out as much as I can take." I'm like, "Dude, it's not a making fun." Like, sure. And then he saw it and he's like, "Thanks, but I didn't like the 49ers tattoo on the girl's shoulder." That's what he said.
Picky.
He did. And then you got the Fishers, and their last name is Fisher.
So yeah,
very imaginative.
It's their first year playing.
I know, and I love them. At least they won one.
It's a friendly. Yeah, they beat me. Shut up. Fuck off.
Hey, if it wasn't for you, I'd be in first place right now. So just keep that in mind.
This guy.
All right, we're almost on 10 minutes, so we'll just go ahead and skip ahead to football. If you want to reset that clock, we'll go to fifth. We'll go to.
I'll hit the lap timer in a minute because you brought up the Patriots, and that was your main topic of conversation. So if you want to go ahead and hit that lap.
Reset. And there we go. Sorry, we're not technically inclined people. Okay, Patriots. Well, first, let's go with the best story of the weekend. The catch.
You calling that the catch is the best story of the weekend?
Oh, yeah, that's the best story.
It's the catch of the year. It's not the greatest of all time, as someone said, but
I completely agree with you.
It's the catch of the year. No one's going to beat that. 3 fingers, falling backwards, while being drug out of bounds, and you stay in bounds, get the touchdown. Good for you, ODB.
Yeah, you almost got called for offensive pass interference on that. Because they said he pushed off to get that.
He was pushing him off because he had his arms wrapped up. What are you supposed to do? You got to defend yourself?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying they almost called that. It could have taken away a really good catch. That's all my point was. He caught it like that.
Like that. And not at the end of the ball. At the back, like middle back of the ball is where he snagged that bad boy. Watch it again. If you haven't, watch it for the first time. It's brilliant.
Yeah, but I do like what he said after the game. They asked him about it. He's like, "It's a good catch. I hope to have more like it, but I'd rather have gotten the win." Straight up. Hey, that's the best thing you can say. There's nothing better you can say about that.
He's definitely going to be someone everyone's looking at next year when it comes to drafting wide receivers. And if he doesn't go within the first round, I'll be amazed.
If I don't get Ronnie Brown or not Ronnie Brown, Antonio Brown or Dez Bryant.
Ron Brown, that's who you're on first round.
Antonio Brown or Dez Bryant. Those are my top 2 wide receivers probably next year.
You know that.
Huh?
You know that. I'll take Megatron again. You know I will.
We're kind of tailing off into fantasy football. All right. Patriots dominated and I say your because you are a closet Detroit fan.
I'm not a closet Detroit fan. I established last week that I love Detroit. There's a special place in the bottom of my heart, maybe in the subconscious.
Aren't you also an Aaron Rodgers Green Bay fan? Is that a conflict of interest?
Yeah, and I also like the Steelers occasionally, but I'm really pulling for the Browns this year.
Me too.
Really pulling for the Browns this year.
Yeah. So
Brownies.
The Patriots.
Yeah, they stomped the living shit out of the best front 4 in the NFL.
Yeah, they did. And I will make a prediction now. The Patriots are going to beat Green Bay. They may beat them by 3 touchdowns.
Oh, you are out of your
They will beat them by 3 fucking touchdowns.
They are not going to beat them by 3 fucking touchdowns.
Can I debate this? Can I say my reason?
What's to debate?
First off, they have the best defense in the NFL. The Patriots, bar none, have the best defense in the NFL. They do. They literally have the best defense. Maybe Arizona's number 2, but the Patriots are the best defense in the NFL. They held Matt Stafford. I think it was 19 for 53. That's what they held him to. They held Megatron.
But that's not
Megatron.
nice.
I didn't think Megatron had a catch. He might have had one.
He had a catch.
But they were in his jockstrap the whole game. Could not run the football. Granted, what's his name was out. Reggie Bush. George Bell could not run the football.
Well, I didn't think they were going to do it on the run. That's for damn sure.
They obliterated that team. They were in that team's head the whole game. And then their offense just went apeshit on them. God, I didn't start Timothy Wright either. It pissed me off. He got 2 touchdowns. I'm sorry.
Jesse dropped him at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, well, I got him now, and I should have started him last week. But, oh well. They are going to beat the Patriots, the Green Bay Packers by 3 touchdowns. And I still think Green Bay is going to get like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
They're not even ranked first this week.
So, that's because they're playing Green Bay. I'm just saying.
If you honestly think that Tom Brady's going to beat Aaron Rodgers, a quarterback who, if I'm not mistaken, they've never – like Aaron Rodgers has never played that Bill Belichick defense. The last time they met, he was out with a concussion.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
They've never seen Rodgers. All they got is game tape. They don't have footage from a couple years ago to study how he reacts to what Belichick does. That's fresh. That's brand new meat to them. And it's not Zach Mettenberger. It's not some upstart that just got drafted this year. It's an established Super Bowl winning quarterback that knows his ass from a hole in the ground and has been tearing apart defenses just as good as Peyton Manning does on a weekly basis.
Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. Quarterback, it's a wash. They're both good quarterbacks. I think Aaron Rodgers is a little bit better, but I think what's his name? Tom Brady has a little bit better weapons than he does. I think he has a little bit better weapons.
In the short game,
both tight ends. He's got 2 good running backs. Yeah, I see a shadow behind me too, like someone's.
It's my mail lady.
Ghosts.
Tracy's here. Ghosts everywhere. No, in the middle game, yes. In the deep game,
yes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Nelson,
Randall LaFell,
Cobb, Adams,
LaFell, Vereen. You have
Vereen short game. He's not long game. He's more of a tight end than he is anything else.
So we can agree the passing game is a wash then. One of them's got better deep threat. One of them's got a much better intermediate to short game. Can we call that?
Garrett Blunt is no comparison to Eddie Lacy because I know where you're going.
The Garrett Blunt and Jonas Gray are combined are as good as Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy can't be in every play.
Well, that's why we have Starks.
That's why you have Starks. Starks is not that great.
I'm just saying.
He's not a bad player. I'm just saying he's not. I think it's a wash everywhere. And where the Patriots are going to have the advantage will be defense.
I told you last week. I told these people last week. It's either going to be a tight game, and it's going to come down to their defenses, or it's going to be an all-in-all balling day out. And the score is going to be unfucking believable.
I do think the score will be high. I expect the score to be like 28 to 40 something.
Oh, bullshit.
That's what I expect the score.
You're so full of shit.
No, I'm not. If you had to pick a defense right now to go to win a game, who would it be? Would it be the Patriots or Packers? I would pick the Patriots. They've shut teams out more often than the Packers have this year.
To win a
They're
game.
more consistent.
You're talking about this game.
If you were to pick one to win right now, who would it be? Are you gonna pick the Green Bay Packers? If you had to get one stop, 4 downs, you had to keep a team out of the end zone, who do you pick? Green Bay or the Patriots?
I'm taking the Packers.
Well, you won't put on camera. You won't put something on.
No, that's all you ever want to do is bet.
I do want to bet.
I'm not betting.
I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire. I think Patriots will win 2-3 touchdowns. I think it'll be 42-28. Maybe 45-28. Loser? Right, okay. What's your score? What do you predict?
What, the final score?
Yeah, and who will win? I think Patriots will win. That's the score I pick.
I think the Packers defense is going to get a safety. I think the final score is going to be 45-43.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Well, hey.
Patriots, we'll see.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, you don't put any money on it.
I'm not putting any money on it. I don't have any money. I got a baby.
Yeah, I'm a gambling addict.
I know you.
No.
That's why you play blackjack.
I am good at blackjack. Sir.
Anyway, the AFC North versus the NFC South. Nothing more lopsided in the history of the NFL. Never before has one division been 3 games above 500. when another division has been 3 games below 500 throughout.
Yeah.
Like, that is just sad beyond sad. Because if I looked at you at the beginning of the season and I told you that the AFC North, every team walking into Week 13 was not only going to be above 500, was going to be tied down the board. 7-4, except for the Bengals with a tie, which is bullshit.
I think it should just be disqualified for a damn tie. That's my personal.
Well, they still would have a better record then because they'd be 7-3. But that's besides the point. All of them are technically 7-4. You'd have looked at me and you'd said, Chad, you're a fucking retard.
You know, if it wasn't for the Bengals tying with the Panthers, the AFC North would have swept the AFC South. Yes. Look that up. Seriously. If it wasn't for
Panthers in the AFC South?
NFC South.
Yeah.
AFC
Okay.
South.
Okay,
They'd
that one tie would have been a sweep.
They would have swept. The whole division would have swept the other whole division. I don't think that's ever been done. Unless I'm missing a game. Did the Panthers beat the Steelers or Steelers beat the Panthers? Unless I missed that one.
Steelers beat the Panthers.
Yeah, I thought so.
They lost to the Buccaneers.
Okay, never mind. I forgot about the Buccaneers shitting on the
Buccaneers.
Steelers.
It's ridiculous.
What other football topics we got here?
Wow, we did that pretty good.
Yeah, we did do that.
Oh, bye-bye, RG3. You're going to be traded. You're going to be traded. You're going to go to some wasteland of a team. Oh, you know what? I bet the Raiders are going to love you. They're going to love you.
They got Derek.
You can back up Derek Carr. No, you know what you can do? You can be a tight end. You can be a great tight end. You're athletic, but you're stoppable.
Okay, we're not talking about Tim Tebow here. We're talking about RG3.
I am. He's very athletic. He's a great athlete.
He'd be a better wide receiver than a tight end.
Well, it doesn't matter. He's a great athlete. Point is, he's a great athlete. The problem is, he's not a great quarterback, and he never will be. I said this last year. You weren't here for it. I
gotta hate on my team.
I'm not hating on your team. It's not all his problem. I will admit that. It's not all his problem. But
I'm not going to sit there and say he is completely absolved from any kind of responsibilities for what's going on with the team. Don't get me wrong.
Colt McCoy, the future
but
of the Reds.
He is not 100% the issue. I think the blame gets about a quarter of the blame. The defense gets half the blame, and I think his offensive line and offensive teammates and the offensive coordinator, which is Jay Gruden, gets the other quarter of the blame. That's what I personally think. He has not played great. Don't get me wrong. It's not like he's going out there and throwing like 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and he is doing great, just has these little mistakes here and there, and then the defense gives up 50 points. He's just not playing good right now. Now, granted, they did play a pretty good team this week. I mean, 49ers are not bad. He got sacked 7 times, man.
But you go back and look through that game footage.
He got sacked 7 times.
4 times that he was sacked in that game. There was wide open guys out there like holding umbrellas, waving signs, saying, hey, Robert. Oh, too late. Never mind. You got to hit the guys when they're open.
He got sacked 7 times. He got knocked down 5. 12 times he gets touched. He only threw the ball 19 times. He hit 11 of them. It's more than 50%. That's more than half the league.
Enjoy Oakland, RG3.
He ain't going to Oakland. He'll be benched the rest of the season because they're going to see if Colt McCoy is good or bad. And then what they're going to do is, I really think what the real issue is he may be healthy enough to play, but maybe he's not healthy enough that he trusts his body yet. That may be what it is. But
but that comes down to a confidence issue, and the only way you're going to get confidence is by
playing the game. There's a difference between confidence in your ability and confidence in your body. Like maybe he's afraid if he runs and plants, ACL out.
Well, that's why they actually brought in baseball players to teach him how to slide.
No, they didn't. They said they were going to, but they never did. He thought he was above it.
He is not. See, well, there it is. There's part of your problem right there. I'm better than you. No, you're not. You need help. Accept it.
Okay,
Oakland.
Real quickly, we're going to go through all the divisions and pick our playoff team.
Oh, I thought we were just going to do the Super Bowl.
No, we got 3 minutes to kill.
Seriously?
Okay, AFC East, which is
Jesus Christ.
New England. That's simple.
Miami.
Oh my God, are you serious? Whatever, it's just big. Okay, AFC North. I think the Browns are going to win it.
I'm going for the Browns.
Browns or Ravens. I think Browns or Ravens.
I'm going for the Browns.
But I think to be fair,
Bengals are in the lead right now, though.
Bengals, they're not going to win. They're going to have at least one more. They have a Monday game.
They can win the division. You didn't say anything about winning a postseason game. You just said take the division.
Okay.
The Bengals could take the division.
well, everyone in the division can take the division.
I
think all 4 teams deserve to be in the playoffs.
Well, they're not even talking about expanding the wild card until next year, so that's not going to happen.
AFC
But there's
South.
6 teams in the AFC that are 7-4 right now.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
AFC South.
Colts.
As much as I hate this, the Colts, I would like to see Houston win it or Jacksonville. I like the Jaguars more than I like either of those teams.
Duval County.
I like
Duval County.
I like their colors. What can I say?
Go Blake Bortles.
Go Blake Bortles. You're my boy, Blue. Woo! All right.
We have left the West.
AFC West. I kind of want the
Denver.
Kansas City Chiefs
Denver.
to win it.
Denver.
I want the Chiefs to win it.
Denver.
I think Denver will win it, but I want the Chiefs to win it. So.
All right, I'm going with Denver.
All right. NFC East. Eagles or Cowboys. Or Redskins, if you want to go that route.
Yeah, 3-8. No, I don't think so. I'll take the Eagles.
I'll take Eagles too.
I hate Mark Sanchez, but and Tony Romo is such a nice guy. He really is a nice guy, but I got to go against him on this. Eagles.
I think I want the Eagles to win, but I think the Cowboys are probably going to win.
You're not going to pick the Giants.
No. The wrong Manning is on that team. They do have Odell Beckham Jr., so I give him an out. I still watch chance in hell.
Let's send him over to Peyton and see what happens.
Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun. But who do they give up? Who do you want to take away from Peyton Manning to give to him?
Wes Welker.
Good call. Good call.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
call.
Thank you.
All right. NFC North. I think Green Bay's got it.
Yeah, Green Bay's got a lock. I really would like to see Detroit get there, but I think Green Bay's got a lock.
I think Green Bay's just better all around. They have a decent defense. They have a great offense.
More rounded team.
Yeah.
And they keep just throwing weapons in there. I mean, who in the hell knew who Devontae Adams was?
I had him on my team. I just benched him.
Well, I'm just saying, but nobody knew who he was at the very beginning of the season.
You know what the one thing they're missing? Tight end.
Yeah,
they had a real
is just not doing the job.
What was it? Finley?
Jermichael Finley. But he had every reason.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
He had like a major back
injury. Yeah, you don't screw with that shit.
See, what's crazy is in Madden, you can get him, and I got him on the Redskins, and it's great. 2 tight ends set with him and Reed.
Him last year, he was my tight end.
And then you signed Fred Davis because he's super cheap because he's off a drug suspension. So great that game.
See, anyway, now he's talking about video games.
Yeah, we're running out of time here. We got to wrap this up real quick. Let's see, NFC East or South. NFC South. San Diego.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans. I don't think Atlanta's.
For some reason,
I think Drew Brees has a better chance of winning winning games the rest of the season better than Matt Ryan does.
Yeah. I guess New Orleans.
New Orleans.
What's back on this? They're gonna get a freaking home game because they're gonna win their stupid division. They're gonna be 5-11.
If you watched last week, that was a touchy subject for me.
Oh, it's so stupid. Why should a 5-11 team get a home game? Okay, for example, Detroit. Let's say Detroit ends up being like 11-5. Let's say that's their record, and then the Packers are 12-4. Why should Detroit have to go play in New Orleans if they're freaking 5-11?
I'll take the show on a road.
Detroit should deserve a home game because they played better. Sorry, I'm off that tangent. It irritates the hell out of me. Okay. NFC West. I got Arizona winning it.
Beginning of the season, I would have said the Seattle was a lock. 49ers right on their heels. But after watching a few football games this season, I am gonna have to agree.
I still think it's pretty open, though, to be honest. No, well. Arizona's ahead right now, but
it is not like
49ers are surging, and the Seahawks just won. It's not tighter than you think. I mean, look up the records, look up the standings, and we're going over our 15-minute mark.
It doesn't matter. We are allowed.
While you're searching, what is your NFL predict? Or what is your NFC Championship prediction? Like who's going to meet and who wins, and then who's your AFC Championship?
I have 2.
Okay.
I have 2. What I think more than likely is going to happen this season, and a little bit of favoritism here, but this is what I think is going to happen, is it's going to come down to the Broncos and Green Bay. That's what I think is honestly going to happen.
What I meant was who's going to end up in the NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship. Broncos, I got Green Bay, Arizona.
Before we got started, he said all I had to do was pick up a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, now I'm thinking on you.
Now you're fucking
This
with
is
me.
real. This is real.
Now I gotta sit here and think about who's. So I just gotta pick the championship game
and then who's going to Super Bowl and who wins it.
All right, championship in the AFC is gonna be Denver versus Miami. Haha. No, Denver, New England. Denver's going to win it.
I got Denver, New England, but New England's going to win it. It's going to be in Gillette. It's going to be up in New England.
Disagree. In the NFC, I got the Packers, and I'm going to have to go out on a limb here and say the Cardinals.
I got Cardinals and Packers, and I got the as much as I like the Packers, I'm not going to be upset whoever wins this game.
I got the Packers.
I'm not going to be upset whoever wins this game, but I got Arizona winning it because I got them. They're playing the Super Bowl on their home field. That's why I want them to go. That's why I want them to go.
Because that's never happened.
It's never happened.
In the modern Super Bowl era.
Yes, it has happened before because the Super Bowl used to be played on the winningest teams. Yeah,
Lambeau Field.
So actually, that's why I want them to win.
That was the last NFL championship game.
What's a pumpkin pie?
The title, it's shirt.woot.com. The title of the shirt is that you, Timmy? It's good stuff.
Okay, now what was the NFC West division? See, that's tight. It's 7-4, 7-4, 9-2. It's technically anyone's game. I have Arizona.
Well, St. Louis is done.
Dude, okay, hold on. St. Louis, we're going off this.
Well, wait,
that is a very good football team.
They're done.
They are done.
Time
out. They are done, but they might be the best.
4-7, done.
They're the best 4-7 team in the NFL. Can we agree on that?
So if they were ahead of their division, should they get a home game?
No, they should not.
All right.
If they're ahead of the division, they definitely would be a contender in the playoffs. They're a tough team. They beat good teams. Okay. So your Super Bowl was who and who?
Denver and Green Bay.
And who wins?
Green Bay.
Okay. I wouldn't be upset with that.
The wife would argue and say Denver. And I would have to agree, watching that game, I would probably, as much as I love Green Bay, I'd probably be cheering for Peyton to get a Super Bowl. I really would. I know he has one. But
I think it'll be Arizona Patriots, and I think the Patriots will
win. No faith in Arizona after you spent all that time talking about
I just think they'll get there. I don't think they have enough to propel them right over the edge.
I don't know. They seem to find ways to win.
They're very
like the Florida State of the NFL.
They're very much made up like the Seattle Seahawks were last year. Defense, not a great quarterback, but just enough to get you the win.
Well, who do they got? Drew Stanton. Yeah, okay.
If they
Carson Palmer.
Maybe RD3 will go there.
No, well, what I really would like to see, and I know it'd probably be the lowest rated Super Bowl of all time, and I don't care. I want to see Detroit and Cleveland.
That's would
the
be
Super Bowl
nice.
I want to see.
That would be a nice Super Bowl.
Gordon versus Megatron, Hoyer versus Stafford. That's just good business.
It is good business. Okay.
Kellen Moore versus Johnny Manziel on the sidelines. Who's the better cheerer?
That's right. They can just punch each other. That'd be great.
Kellen Moore.
He's a Boise State fan. Mine says keep calm and game on. Just so everyone knows.
Boise.
And this is a Wolverine shirt.
What? And I'm officially calling the football talk. Timeout.
And
it's halftime. Hey, we don't have to time ourselves anymore.
Yeah, we don't.
I can put the iPad away.
Yay.
Because I got the MacBook out.
All right. So, I want to start off with Gotham.
Oh, actually, that makes a really nice koozie. I don't know if you have an iPad, but you want one of these covers on it because it's a koozie.
Well, if I didn't have to use this, I would use mine as a koozie too.
Yeah, well, you need to put your list on your phone like us. Yes, I have nothing but Apple devices over here, Mr. IBM.
Hey, I still have an Apple device here.
That's right.
This is Apple. It's an iPad. Don't make fun of my stuff.
He got on sale with the punch.
Hey, I have something on my Windows phone you'll never get on your Apple products.
A virus?
No. I have an app. I have an app on my Windows phone where I can watch every season of Game of Thrones free. And it's downloaded on my phone free. You will never have that. You cannot find it. Google search it.
I'm just saying, how fun would titties be when you're staring at them?
I have a thing on my phone.
Saying.
I can plug it. You ever heard of a Juku stick?
What? So Tyrion would be life-sized on your phone?
You ever seen a Roku stick? Yes. If you Bluetooth your phone to the Roku stick, you can stream whatever's on your phone to your TV. So, boom. Face, sir. 1-0 JD.
I'm multitasking. You owe me an apology, you son of a bitch.
I do owe you an apology. Now we're on
my fucking apology.
Now that we're off video games.
Now.
The guy who was the caddy.
We were just talking about football.
I know. We're off of football. The guy who was a caddy in Happy Gilmore was the guy from Grandma's Boy. I apologize. At least I'm man enough to admit it. And I went home and looked it up.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, one thing. How many things did I get right? Let's keep track of that.
No one cares what you did right. They only care what you did wrong.
While we're on that, I'm gonna keep that out of the way.
The cup was in the way.
It was in the way. The straw was interfering with my mojo here. Ooh. Looks like we're 2D, not 3D. Jack Daniels. Mountain Dew with Jack Daniels. I got it from. They sell this at Taco Bell in Garrett County.
It's so cute. That's gonna be right when you watch it, but right now it looks backwards to me. It's so funny.
I hope so.
It's inverted. That's
yeah,
just
it
strange.
is. It is. This is showing it backwards. Oh man. So, what was I gonna say? I'm gonna make this statement. I think I have very good taste in TV shows. Would you agree with that? Everything I've suggested to you has been pretty darn good
so far.
So
Everyone's entitled to a bad
let's
day.
see here. Arrow.
Good.
Spartacus.
Good. After you got past the first 4 episodes.
Well, that's because all they were doing was having sex and doing dumb stuff. But sex isn't stupid, but what else did I?
How did I describe it to you? Violent pornography, I think was my
Murder
answer.
porn.
Murder porn.
Murder porn.
Murder porn. There you go, South Park.
Murder porn. Okay. Well, anyway, back to topic at hand. I was wrong. You were right. So there we go. Yeah. Well, next time you're wrong, I'm going to make sure it's made very public. Okay, Gotham. Yeah. First off, I love the show so much. It's such a good show. It's well wrote. It's freaking awesome. God, it's so good.
It's well written.
It's well written.
It's well written.
It's well wrote.
No, it's well written.
It's well wrote.
It's
Past
well
tense.
written.
Past tense. It was well. The episodes
well
we've seen
written.
is in the past. Past tense is wrote.
Those episodes were very well written.
They wrote those episodes well. They didn't written those episodes well. We'll argue this forever. You're a grammar Nazi. You're a grammar dick. That's what you are.
I'm a grammar dick.
Okay, Adolf the Nazi man.
Don't forget the comma.
Adolf, the Nazi man. Comma. Anyway, this week's episode, there's a hit out on Kat because she's a witness to the Wayne murder.
Which was Selena Kyle, who will eventually become Catwoman.
Yeah.
For those of you unindoctrinated.
Yeah. You should know this stuff. Seriously.
Yeah, if you're watching this, you should probably
How
catch
do you
up.
not had your childhood not know what the real name of Catwoman is?
Actually, there's been 3.
Well, the main one.
No,
The main one. Anyway, so the assassin in it was hot, but I think that is the past tense, like before Batman, obviously. Copperhead. If you don't know who Copperhead is,
after watching the trailer for Arkham Origins, I would have to agree. Just the way her movements were very subtle and snake-like and purposeful. It wasn't
very
just jutting.
gymnastically.
It was all very fluid.
Fluid.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll agree with him. It could possibly be a setup for a character or the character Copperhead. I would have liked a little bit more elaboration.
If you don't know who that is, now there's one they had in the cartoon, which actually looked like a guy with his face all warped and looked like a Copperhead. They changed it around in one of the comic books about 10 years after that, about 2000. Just Google it and go Copperhead Batman villain, and it'll come up from Arkham Origins. Batman
watch
Arkham.
that video. Hey, on YouTube, because you're already here.
Yeah, shout out to YouTube.
99 cents, please.
Yes. Watch the trailers, by the way. If you watch commercials before this, we get money. Anyway.
YouTube gets paid. I'm not getting paid.
We get paid. We do get paid. If we get enough viewers.
Yeah, so if you didn't know that, you know that now.
Okay, badass Butler. Oh, man.
I gotta laugh. I have to laugh because it was so awesome to see him. Because, you know, all these butlers throughout are always former SAS, former MI6, like super badass guys.
Yeah.
You don't just become a butler. Like, you have to have a brilliant resume.
Well, they call him like what they call the gentleman soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the MI6s, they call them gentlemen, like James Bond and stuff.
So it was so cool to actually see them bring that out because you never got to see that. You never saw it in the comic books. You never saw it in the animated series. Alfred was always there, but he wasn't always doing so much. Even in the movies, he was always there, but he wasn't really doing a whole lot other than driving the car, which was so funny because when Fat Drunk Cop Bullock goes, "What? You're pairing me with the valet?" And he's like, got pissed off and said, "I'm the butler." If you've ever watched Batman the Animated Series or any of the previous Batman films, the only damn thing you ever see Alfred doing is driving the car, picking up Batman. That's what he usually does.
There's another cartoon called The Batman.
No, I got one drawn more in the Frank Wright style or Frank Miller style.
Not really. It's
where Batman's all top heavy and weird.
Nah, that's more Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, in that one, he is more hands-on with Batman.
See, and that
he's very hands-on with Batman.
He's a great character. He needed more development. I'm glad to see Gotham giving him the development.
Well, I can understand in the old movies why, because they really picked an old guy to play him.
They usually always pick an old guy to play.
Yeah, Michael. Okay, that old guy in the first 4 Batman, the crappy ones. Well, 2 were good. The last 2 were bad. But he was really old. Can you imagine him trying to punch stuff and trying to move around like that? Now, Michael, what is it? Michael Caine? Michael Caine in the Dark Knight trilogy. Now he could probably do it because he's somewhat young and limber. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Caine. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Caine. I bet my left nut on that.
Your left nut. Michael Caine.
All right, I got another left nut. Woohoo! I got some other one too.
See, that's why I usually don't get shit wrong because I have IMDb right here.
You know what? I usually know stuff and then look it up if I think I'm wrong.
I'd rather not be wrong.
That's true too. But anyway, such a good episode. I like how Cat and it's really a good kind of explanation of Batman and Catwoman's relationship. And what I mean by that is very few quote unquote villains of Batman, which she's not really a villain, but in times she is, in times she's she's a good sidekick or whatever. There's very few quote unquote villains that can really break down through the Batman armor.
Keep talking, I'm gonna get another.
Batman armor and really get to Bruce and talk to him as a person.
See, and that's one thing I always wondered about was whether or not they had known each other previously because it was too easy for her to get under his skin.
Yeah.
Almost like even when it's not let known that she knows who he is, like that she knows anyway. It's always too easy for her to get under his skin.
Yep. It definitely. That's just what it seems like to me. That it just seems like that's the only villain really, other than maybe Talia al Ghul, because they had Batman and Talia al Ghul had a relationship that was really able to break underneath his layers of insecurities or defense mechanisms or whatever you want to call it.
Well,
and Talia al Ghul is another conversation. Basically, they were just both assassins at the right time.
My other comment about Gotham is in what universe do the cops show up at the mansion to go look for the boy, and the butler locks and loads his 9mm, puts it in his coat, goes around shooting people all day? That's a universe I want to live in because that's where justice is real.
That's the universe I want to live in too.
Because that won't happen anywhere. I don't care how well trained the butler is. Cops are not just going to be like, "Come on, grab your gun, we're going for a run."
It might be different in that universe because the Waynes, quote unquote,
own everything.
Yeah.
Well, maybe so, but still, for the butler to go around talking to mobsters, shooting people, putting knives at gangsters'
seducing
throats.
fish.
That was so good.
That was so good.
So good. He's so eloquent. That character is so well written. I'm glad they're making him a huge part of the storyline because otherwise I don't think it'd be as good. It's good, but I don't think it'd be as good without really making Alfred a core character.
Now I can understand why whenever Bruce is like, "Can you train me to fight?" He's like, "Yeah, I can train you." Now because he in the Dark Knight trilogy, he did admit he was he's British Special Forces.
He did. He was that story about the guy in the jungle who just wanted to see the world burn.
He just wanted to see the world burn. You want to know how I got these scars? No, I'm just kidding.
See, my father would come home
just drunk. My wife. God, I can name that whole line right now. But I'm not going to. Anyway, Gotham, awesome. So, do you think there's still a hit out on what's her name or no?
What? Selena?
Oh yeah, and the fact that freaking Gordon has to go to Arkham, fuck that shit.
That's a nice build up.
It's a nice build-up, but he's a good character, and they're gonna put him in Arkham.
Yeah, but now the story's shifting. We're leaving Gotham PD. We're going to go to Arkham Asylum
I
for
still think
half
it's
a
gonna be in
season.
Gotham PD. I still think it's gonna be in Gotham.
I think we're going to be in Arkham Asylum, and we're going to meet Batman's doctor.
Harley Quinn.
No, not the Joker
Oh,
psychiatrist.
you
Her actual doctor, his actual doctor, the one that always stitches him up when he fucks himself up. I can't remember her name.
I thought
You're the
Alfred did
DC
that
guy.
at
No.
times.
He actually is a doctor, Beverly something.
Hmm.
You're the DC guru.
Did she become Oracle?
No. That's
I was
Barbara
saying, it's
Gordon.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Well, this is okay. Well, this is
There's a setup for that. They're tying in
This-
a lot of sub-tier characters that
this-
no one ever heard about.
this series
in
is
the
a
Bat
little
franchise.
ass backwards compared to some of the comic books. And here's why. I don't get me wrong. I like it.
It's a good setup.
Barbara Gordon in the comic books is not Gordon's wife. It's Gordon's daughter.
That's not his wife. That's his girlfriend, and she left. She's out the door. She's
I understand
gone.
that, but
maybe he names his daughter Barbara after her. You don't know. We're not there yet. We're building. This
maybe,
is
but
the first season.
they're building up that girl way
First
too much
season.
for her to be dead. This is building it up way too much for her to be dead.
I didn't say she's dead. She just left. She just left.
Okay.
She broke up with him. She's out the door. She couldn't handle his bullshit, which she caused her damn self.
Yeah.
That was all her fault, which comes back to my point that I made 3 years ago to my wife while watching a movie. It's always the stupid bitch's fault. Not all women, just the stupid bitches.
Yeah, look at what's your favorite movies? Transformers. Look at the latest Transformer.
Stupid bitch.
All the
Ruined
stuff
it
she
for
gets into, it's all
everybody.
her fault.
Ruined it.
All her fault.
Ruined it.
Gotta be stupid.
Seriously, get eaten alive by mechanical dogs or fall 1,000 feet to your death. I'm gonna go back to the dogs. Fucking seriously? I'm gonna take my chances falling and see what happens because I might just catch a breeze.
Very true. So, anything
I'm
else
very
you want to say
angry
about
person.
Gotham?
I like the way they're developing Penguin.
I
It's
like
better and better
everything
every
about it.
week. Better and better
I
every
like
week.
everything about it.
It's a good, well written show. The
It's
people who
very
did it
well
did their
casted, too.
homework and then put their own spin on it, and they're doing a very good job of building Bruce Wayne and Jim Gordon's relationship. That's my favorite thing about it is you see that relationship starting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like every time it's in a movie and it's like, oh hey Jim, I'm Batman. Oh hi, it's like they already know each other personally.
Yeah.
But Jim has no idea who Batman is, and that's by choice.
Just the casting is really done too. Like every villain just kind of fits the role of what I would see prior to Batman, prior to what you call
Yeah.
escalation.
Yeah, not over the top.
Yeah, I like
they're-
Harvey Dent. I think his character was good.
We're going to see Scarecrow this season. Or
Oh.
Scarecrow's father.
Crane.
That's how they're going to set it up. Like he adopts the mantle.
What about Killer Croc? I wonder if we're gonna see a little crocodile. Just kidding.
No,
Just
we're
kidding.
not.
Just kidding.
That's not going to hit the mainstream fans very well.
I
at
hope
all.
not.
They're not going to buy into whole
Ooh.
mutant alligators in this.
I wonder if we're gonna see Firefly, which is just a normal guy who has like a jetpack and shoots fire at people. But I wonder if
That
we're
could be a
gonna
possibility.
see- You know what we could see? Can't think of his name right now. Sub-Zero. The Dr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze. We
I
could
think
see that doctor because he did work. in Arkham.
we'll see him in his original incarnation, but we're not going to see him as the mad
Oh yeah.
scientist.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna see any of those this season. Apparently, that's to come soon. But
That's where Arrow and Gotham diverge. Arrow is more science fiction, and Gotham is more realism. But still both
I
good
think
shows.
Arrow's pretty real. I think Flash is science fiction. All the metahumans.
The Mirakuru wasn't science fiction.
No. Yeah. Okay, that is a
Super
little
Soldier Serum. Yeah. Both universes have it, DC and Marvel.
bit. All right. While we're talking about Arrow, let's skip to Arrow. Unless you want to talk some more about Gotham.
No, I think I established the fact that Gotham is fucking awesome. And if you're not watching it, you're missing out on life.
Well, we had a nice segue into Arrow, so we'll go with that right now.
It really took me 5 minutes to get that in there.
Segue.
That's okay. Yeah. Had to wait for the
Arrow.
right arm.
This week's episode was really good. Cupid got hot. I don't know if anyone knows this, like anyone watches Supernatural. That was The Winchester's mother, that woman played the younger version of her. So, little tidbit there if anyone watches Supernatural.
This is so odd doing it on camera because usually I'm used to doing facial or hand things. And
now I can see your expressions. No.
Merch, you're going to love this.
Yeah. And they get to see you drinking. Usually they just hear you drinking and assume it's happening.
No, they hear the cans open and they assume it's happening. Now you officially know that this is what I drink and that's what I drink. God, that being just backwards is just killing me. No, it's just killing me. I think it's funny. I've never done this before, so whatever. If I think it's funny and you think I'm stupid, then I think you're retarded.
Okay. Good episode, first off. Little crazy girl. That actually is from the comic book.
Cupid?
Yeah. Similar to the way it played out in the episode, Cupid was saved by the arrow. Now, in the comic books, there's a couple different things. Like, she was like SWAT. She was like a special forces.
They established that.
But in the comic book, they actually said that she was experimented on, and that drove her psychosis. Mm. And after, like,
Arrow saved her, she started training. Psychosis.
I do like the natural one, too.
And she kept training. I maintained, and I made this point to my wife, we have a guy who's been trained by the absolute worst humanity has to offer. And I mean ninja, assassins, the CIA.
No morality.
Yeah, the ruthless people. That's who trained him to fight. And then I'm watching the episode, and a SWAT girl who trained in her basement and on the streets for, I don't know, a year is going to get one up on that guy.
Well, if you watch her
well, but I guess you could assume that he underestimated her abilities. But still, I've never seen a bitch break a lock with her boot in my life. And if you can do it and prove that you didn't fuck up the lock, holy shit, that's cool stuff.
I don't think it's that she got, quote unquote, a leg up on him. I think it's just that he didn't want to hit a woman. I think that is a really big part of it.
I'd have punched the shit out of that bitch because she was nasty and angry and she had sharp, pointy objects.
Fair was fair. She was hot. I was turned on and afraid for my life at the same time.
Diggins, you'd appreciate that character.
Yeah. She's either going to kill you or rip your dick off. Which one is it? It's like Rosa. Another full circle back to Rosa.
She's so angry, but she's not as dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like there's a threat of violence and you know you're going to get hurt, but it's not.
She doesn't show emotions. You think I feel like if you had sex with her, that she'd like get off and like, thanks. There's just no emotion whatsoever. It wouldn't be no climax.
I don't think it'd be another. I think her thank you would be like, I need it. Bam! And then you're gonna wake up the next morning like, what the fuck just happened, man?
Yeah, you're not walking out on me. I'm walking out on you. I'm done.
She's gonna leave $20 on your dresser drawer because she is not gonna be submitted to. She ain't nobody's whore, but you're the bitch. And I would be fine with that because I needed $20 for gas to get home anyway.
So I will say this: the new villain, which is the Boomerang. What's it called? The Boomerang. The Boomerang.
Oh, Arrow, Captain Boomerang. Jesus, come on, guys. Seriously, Flash, you did so well this week with Blackout. Like you've been picking some pretty decent villains. You've been giving them fairly decent backstories, and Captain. Fucking Boomerang. How do you take someone seriously who's like, I'm Captain... No, wait, hold on. I'm Captain Boomerang.
I'm Captain Boomerang.
I'm going to throw
I'm from down under.
I'm going to throw a Guinness in a corner and you're going to run off. And while you're running, I'm going to go...
He sounds Australian. That would be a Foster's, not a Guinness. Not Irish. I got me a Guinness. Oh, I'm going to throw the Boomerang. And it's right in the back.
It doesn't matter.
No, but
maybe one British beer. One British beer. Now, without looking it up.
Without looking it up, British beer. Newcastle.
That's brewed in Pennsylvania.
It's originally British beer. Anyway.
British people drink Guinness. It's a proven fact.
British people take Guinness. Anyway.
They drink Guinness and fish and chips and all that.
What I do like is another show that me and him are a huge fan of, and they're making a new one here soon. I'll get to that in a second. Is Spartacus. They're taking characters from Spartacus or actors and they're putting it in this show. And they're using a lot of them.
Yeah, Asher's Captain Boomerang.
Not bad though.
I'm a fan because I wanted to hate the fucker as soon as I saw him pull out a boomerang, and I already fucking hated him from
Was
another
it
show.
Malia Al Ghul? Was that the other one? Is that the black haired chick from League of Assassins that was scissoring Sarah? Was scissoring Sarah? That her, and then obviously Manu Bennett, guy who played Deathstroke. He was Crixus.
Manu Bennett? That's his name?
Yeah, Manu Bennett.
I always thought his name was Ian McShane. We clarified that in the first podcast, but that's besides the point.
Anyway, they're using a bunch of. I wish they'd use more. I want the guy who played Spartacus to get some stuff. He was in the recent movie Hercules, not the one with The Rock.
The other one, yeah.
The other one that wasn't as good.
Yeah.
He was.
Everyone said it wasn't as good. It wasn't just.
I want him to get some. I want him to see him back on TV. I thought he did such a good job stepping in for the dead Andy Whitfield, who was the original Spartacus.
Who did so well.
He did.
After you got past the terrible writing through the first 4 episodes.
Well, I thought he made it good. I thought he got through the writing. I thought he really did.
The character was well portrayed. I'm just saying. It was violent pornography the first 4 episodes. The only two reasons you watch this shit through the first 4 episodes was you want to see titties or you want to see blood. That was it. And he got both in a couple of scenes.
Unfortunately, there was a lot of
chicken
dick, too. A lot of dick, too. South Park episode about Game of Thrones. Wiener, 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 wiener.
And then he comes out of the closet with his flaccid penis. Really? Nice.
Oh, man, I love that show.
You're a dick.
So anyway, Arrow. I don't know if I like the boomerang guy yet. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
I think it's going to be a character that hangs around for a while.
I hope so. That Asher guy's a good actor.
Well, yeah, he's a very good actor. You know that when you hate him. It's just like Joffrey from Game of Thrones. He's dead, but you fucking hated him. Like, you hated him so bad. If you'd have seen that motherfucker walking down the street, you'd have punched him in the dick. You know you would.
You know another good one, which you don't watch, is Crowley. Anyone that watches this show, Supernatural, will think. Remember Battlestar Galactica? Duh.
It was only like.
Remember the lawyer?
Yeah.
That's Crowley.
Nice.
Good actor, right?
No, I never said I didn't like Supernatural. I just said I sat down and watched it in the middle of season 4 and I was completely fucking lost. So I need to start over from the beginning. And I'm not going to have that time to do because I'm not taking paternity leave until February. Then I'm going to have 6 solid weeks of baby time and me time. And me and baby time. And me and baby's going to watch Supernatural.
So I got to get you all the seasons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start downloading now.
It's on my list. I might actually have them at home.
I'm going to take you all New Year's.
All right. Anything else about Arrow? I thought this week's episode was... What do you grade it? I give it at least a B. Just because there was a hot chick in it.
Hot redheaded chick
I like
in it.
hot
redheaded
I like
chick.
redheads. Anyway,
that's why I said Diggins.
We missed something else. The Atom suit. You didn't see that part?
What the hell are you talking about?
The guy, the rich dude, Palmer. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now.
Was that the Atom suit?
That was the Atom suit.
Shit, see, I thought, I was like, wow, because I saw the arm come down on the screen.
That is
first,
the Atom
like,
suit.
Motherfucker's building Cyborg.
No.
That was my first thought. I was like, he's building Cyborg.
No, he's building Atom. Artificial, technological.
Yeah, ATOM, yeah.
I don't remember what it means. But he's apparently before the mid-season finale, which I think is next week, right?
So is my assumption that Palmer is building Atom to kill the Arrow?
No. He is building Atom. Okay. I don't want to go off too much.
I don't know who the fuck
I don't want to
Atom
spoil
is.
this too much for anyone, but
no,
Palmer.
If you're watching the show, you should have read a book.
Palmer had recently, before he showed up in Arrow, he had his wife die in a car accident or some kind of something bad happened. Whether it was maybe it was possibly like a byproduct of Manu Bennett or whatever, but it kind of like sparks him to what I mean by that, Deathstroke. He might die because of Deathstroke. And that sparks him to want to find a greater good for his life. That's what he's doing, and that's how he becomes Atom. He builds a suit to become Atom. You gotta Google that right now, or... Yeah, he's Googling it. I want to put DC.
Yeah.
I want to get a little bit more specific there. Atom.
I know what I need to. Wow, I seriously screwed that up. I hit the wrong button entirely.
I was gonna say you fight that, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers comes up. Let's see here.
Wow, it's still being a dick.
Just put DC. Put Adam space DC.
Or I could just say Wiki.
Can't believe it now. Ray Palmer, yeah, that's his name.
Ray Palmer.
Ray Palmer. So
So did you know that? Did you know Ray Palmer was the Adam before we
Yeah, I
got
knew
this
that.
shit started? You fucking cocksucker! You could have given me a heads up.
I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to ruin it.
I want to punch you in the dick right now.
See? Adam. Show them the picture. If you can.
Yeah, they can see it. The Adam.
If you can zoom in on that right there, that's a whole bunch of awesomeness going on right there.
Yeah. Thank Wikipedia for that one.
But anyway, Ray Palmer, his wife dies, and he's already a real billionaire, so he says, I'm going to find a... I can't believe you did. I'm sorry, I should have told him.
I'm pissed!
Basically, his wife dies, and he decides he's going to do something better with his life. And the rumor is he's going to join Team Arrow for a while for this season, but then he's going to be a permanent character on Flash. That's the rumor. He won't get his own show.
A permanent character on Flash? So what? Is he going to be Flash's sidekick?
Ish. Yeah, they're kind of pulling like horse stable. They're doing like a horse stable thing where they're not killing off a lot of the villains or like the other heroes. They kind of go out on a horse stable. Whenever they need them, they just pull them out and then put them back in. Kind of like Merlin, how he's not technically dead, and all the Suicide Squad. They can just pull one out of the horse stable, use it, and then send it back in.
That was the best line in Arrow this week.
What was it?
That he said the head bitch of that Argos. What's her name?
That would be Amanda. I know her name.
Whatever. Their quote when he took her, when Oliver took her over, it's like, she's even crazier than the last one, and it was established in the middle of last season that Harley Quinn was the last one.
Argus. Miranda Waller, I think's his name.
Amanda Waller.
I was double checking that real quick.
Yes. The fact that she said she's even crazier than the last one, and it was established halfway through the last season that Harley Quinn was the last one. Priceless. That's just funny.
No,
that's comic book.
Well, they didn't say she was gone. They said this bitch is as crazy as the last bitch they brought in.
Best. Love that. Even though Harley Quinn is probably my favorite villainess from the DC universe.
Oh yeah, she's probably. We had that conversation. What podcast 1?
Yeah, Harley Quinn. Even though she came along, she wasn't incepted with the DC universe, and she came along after the animated series and was created solely for that.
It was very
Joker needed an ace.
Very brilliant. Very brilliant. Okay, back to our list here. So I wanted to throw that in because we forgot about the Atom suit. That was a big.
I didn't even know. I thought he was building Cyborg. I really did. I thought he was going for Cyborg.
I should have told you. I apologize.
Yeah, you're a dick.
I'm not a dick.
Hey, that's twice you've apologized this podcast.
How many times have you apologized? My phone just went off. Just ignore it.
I am so fucking sorry.
About what?
Nothing.
About not beating Cole? About not beating Cole? Is that why you're sorry? You should be.
I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Could be falling knife.
You hating? I'm not hating. Oh, and while we're on the topic of DC Universe, Constantine canceled.
I honestly
the
can't.
5th episode goes Friday night. Will be the 5th episode. It's going to run 13.
Well, we had this conversation last night. Any show that gets put on primetime Friday night is going to die. It's not going to do good.
Yeah, that's what killed SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis. But
Why
Friday
would you-
night, bye-bye show.
Who watches TV shows on a Friday night?
Suffice it to say, and this is something I don't think America realized, YouTube knows this, nerds have a life.
Yeah.
They really, really do.
We like
Science
to get
fiction
laid on
fans,
Fridays.
they actually like to go out to bars. They and those who don't go out to
Well,
bars
if you
are
have-
playing World of Warcraft
if you
in
have
marathon fucking sessions.
Even if you have kids, okay, what happens every Friday night in America? Friday night football. You don't get home till 10.
Friday night football?
High school.
Uh,
High school football.
If you got kids.
If you got kids.
I don't. Not
Kids going to do something. You're going to see a movie. It's family time. You got to do something. You're not going to go. You're going to go on dates. Depending on the demographic, there's always an excuse on Friday nights not to watch it.
You're gonna go to Smiley's and you're gonna pay some asshole to feed you drinks all night long.
I'm the asshole. This is the.
You might even tip him well too if he brings you Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday.
Yeah, I brought you Thanksgiving. You should apologize for not thanking me for that.
I did thank you for that.
I'm messing with you, buddy.
Fuck.
I didn't have to.
I wouldn't even tell you I was going to tip you.
I didn't have
Friday.
to do it.
You didn't have to do it, but you did it.
I did, 'cause I'm awesome.
You get shot if you didn't fucking do it. I'm a violent bastard.
Yeah, I think you are.
No, I'm pretty scary, am I right? See, I'm glad this is happening now and not while I was running for county commissioner. There's no way in hell I was going to get elected with this shit on the internet.
Yeah, the internet.
The internet.
He's been drinking.
Well, no. Look outside. Is it snowing?
Mm-hmm.
Winternet.
The internet needs plowed. It's getting a little phony. Gets a little cloudy. Okay, so Flash. You know, of all the Marvel shows that are out right now, other than Constantine, of course. Well, back on Constantine real quick. I haven't watched it yet, so I can't judge it yet. So.
You said 5 episodes is a judgment call, so
I've only watched
the
the first episode and the first 10 minutes of the second.
I was going to wait for all 5 episodes, and I was going to binge watch it. This Friday would have been 5 episodes.
Yeah, I need to.
Or will be 5 episodes.
Why do you put shows on Friday night? You're just killing it.
Don't put shit on Friday night.
Don't.
But it's on NBC, and NBC, listen, executives, listen. Not everything is going to get 210 million viewers every time you put it on the air. You will have to find a niche audience and realize that niche audience actually has a fucking social life.
Why wouldn't you put it on like a Tuesday or Thursday? Or just Thursday. You don't have to compete with Flash or Arrow.
I don't even think Friday should have prime time.
Gotham, you have Monday Gotham. Tuesday you have Flash. Wednesday you have Arrow. Thursday you have Constantine. You have 4 days of DC comic book TV shows.
What do they have on Sunday nights? Once
Sunday
Upon a
nights?
Time?
Yeah, they have that. And I don't know. 999. That's on Fox. So don't worry about that. I'm just saying.
They gotta count DVR ratings because I'm sure that thing's getting decent DVR ratings.
On Thursday
yeah,
night,
thanks for canceling Heroes. Thanks for fucking canceling
Firefly.
Revolution.
Revolution, yeah.
No,
Firefly.
Yeah. Well, that was sci-fi. That wasn't NBC, but what was that?
That was on Fox.
That was Fox. Fuck you, Fox. For
they
that
canceled.
No.
You canceled Family Guy 3 fucking times. That's stupid.
It's still amazing. Seth MacFarlane is brilliant.
He's a liberal douchebag.
Yeah, he is a liberal douchebag, but he's brilliant.
Why did they cancel Cleveland show? It's another one, but yeah.
You know what's going to happen? Comedy Central's going to pick it up. They're going to run the shit out of it. Everyone's going to realize that they love it and they miss it, and then Fox is going to buy it back.
Well, that's like Futurama. Futurama got really beat to death on that.
But it went back to The Simpsons. Did you see that episode 2 weeks ago?
No, I did not. I saw the Family Guy one.
Hysterical. That was hysterical. Anything with Bender in it is hysterical.
I saw Family Guy Simpsons mix, but not the other one. Not the one you're talking about.
Oh, the Futurama Simpsons mix was good. But Matt Groening.
All right. We got everything on my list except basketball. I want to save that for a little later.
No, I don't think I'm done yet. Am I done yet?
With Arrow and Flash.
Well, I'm just making
Flash is good. It was my least favorite show out of all 3. But I think they're all 3 on an even playing field. They give you something different every time. Larry, that supersonic punch. Barry Allen. That was awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little annoyed this week by the whole "you have to believe in yourself." It's like, what the fuck? The guy in the wheelchair is Jiminy Cricket, and this is Pinocchio.
And we saw Zoom. I'm telling you, I think that villain is Zoom, and I think the guy in the wheelchair, I can't think of his name right now.
You think he's Zoom?
I think he is Zoom. I don't
know. Like
I think he's.
Dude, it's every other week. It's like one week I think, oh wow, he's actually maybe he's Barry Allen from the future, and when Barry Allen disappears in the future, he comes back to the past and he creates.
But he's also a dick. He's also murders people.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like at first, it's like, okay, well, maybe this is how it goes, and that's all right. You know, shit's got to happen for shit to happen. We're all good with that. And then this week, it's like, oh, you're a dick. I don't like you. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Well, 1 week he gets up out of his wheelchair and goes back and looks at a newspaper from like 20 years in the future or whatever.
Dude, we've already established at this point that his computer apparently knows 20 years in the future.
Or he is from the future.
Nah, I had the computer do a search.
I think he's from the future. I think he's some kind of time traveler. I really think he is one of the reverse Flashes.
One of the reverse
That's
Flashes.
what they call it. There's a couple of them that are like the polar opposite of Flash. But
well, I'm sure that'll be established for the end of season 1 because no one's gonna.
I think it'll be somewhat established. Well, not.
No, not next. I don't think it's gonna come.
Not the next episode. The one that says Flash versus Arrow. The one after that says the man in the yellow suit. So
that won't be until January.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be like the first episode after the
mid-season finales.
Yeah. Why do you do that to people? Why?
It's just ruthless.
I think I know why.
But
all the Christmas and holiday stuff.
Yeah, well, Sci-Fi did a good job at that at one point. They did a brilliant job at it. They ran it up until November. And then they knew November, the holiday specials kick on, and people were balls deep in football because we're halfway through the season. So Sci-Fi quit running their shit. Then they bring it back in February after everything calmed down, and then they run it again. So technically, while you were without your Sci-Fi shows for like a solid 6 months of the year, they broke it up so it was 3, 3, 3, 3. Brilliant! That was brilliant. I don't know why you guys fucking stopped doing that. It was fucking dumb. It worked. It works for Walking Dead. People were fucking addicted to that show. I am.
See, I don't.
It's like my own crack.
It takes Game of Thrones. God damn it!
Yeah, you get it for 11 weeks a year because they always take a bye week. They take a bye week. You get it for 11 weeks a year. They take a bye week.
They take Easter.
They take Easter off.
That's what they do.
So then you were sitting there waiting.
I still say your best ploy to make money off of that.
Weeks.
Put it in theaters every Sunday. I would pay $5 a week to go watch it in theaters. Would you?
I'm not gonna lie. He is fucking playing a freemium game right now.
So
he's playing a freemium game right now. Our conversation is not interesting enough.
I'm collecting my elixir, and
which freemium game are you playing, JD?
I'm playing Clash of Clans. I was just getting my elixir. I don't get attacked and all that stuff. I don't want to lose all that crap.
All right. Anyway, that is TV conversation. I think we beat that to death.
We didn't beat it to death yet. We could totally beat it to death.
Well, we could beat it to death, but we could go into movies. Which I didn't even get to go into movies.
Go into movies. Go ahead.
All right.
We got time.
That was a terrible segue, but I'm going with it. Jurassic World. I don't think I'm going to hate it.
Christopher Pratt.
I don't think it's going to be great, but I don't think I'm going to hate it. I think it's going to be good popcorn cinema.
Christopher Pratt, man. Can't hate on him. He's a good guy.
He's great in Galaxy.
And everyone loves him, too. He was voted
Galaxy. Voice of...
Everyone was complaining that, was it Chris Hemsworth? Is that his name?
Chris or Liam?
Chris.
What are you talking about?
Chris, the one who plays Thor. He was voted the sexiest man alive this year, sexiest man of the year. And everyone wanted Chris Pratt to win because he did a lot of charity work.
Ryan Reynolds should be the sexiest man of the year all the fucking time because he's badass and he's funny as shit.
And he's going to be Deadpool. I don't know. I don't think he'll be the sexiest looking man of the year if he actually showed the Deadpool face.
I don't even care. I don't even care. Funniest motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, Jurassic World. I'm not gonna hate it. I've already heard people complaining about they ran out of ideas, genetic modified dinosaur. If you haven't watched the trailer yet, now feel free to pause this and go do that. I'm sure it's available on YouTube. But I'm not gonna hate it. I'm really not gonna hate it. I enjoyed the first 3 in cinema. It was the reason to go to the theater. Giant fucking dinosaurs on your television at home. Well, at that time. What was the biggest you had? A 40?
Yeah.
Now I got a 65. I'm not satisfied by that. I need to go to where I have a 12-foot, 24-foot, 32-foot screen. That's something you need to be immersed in.
Well, that's one of the, I think it was the 3rd or 4th movie I saw in theaters. First one was Aladdin. Second one was Casper. And I'm pretty sure the 3rd one was Jurassic Park.
Oh, this is a good time to establish the age difference between us. I am 36. He is
27.
Yeah. 9 years. So the first theater that first movie I saw in theaters.
Gremlins?
No.
Okay, not Gremlins. That's asking.
Return.
I don't know what that is.
Of the Jedi.
Oh, Return. Okay.
Really need to specify. That was the first. I don't remember it, but my dad took me to it. Kudos to you, Dad. Good business.
There's another movie coming out that I want to go ahead and talk about. You saw Pitch Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Another movie I recommended that he loved. Just to throw that out there.
I liked Glee at first. I don't anymore, but at first I really did like it.
Well, Pitch Perfect had Pitch Perfect 2. You seen the trailer for that yet?
I haven't watched the trailer yet.
You need to watch the trailer for that sometime soon.
There's been a lot of stuff coming out. There was rumor of a Star Wars trailer that I'm.
There will be. That's another thing I want to say. There will be a Star Wars trailer this Friday. It says it's only going to be in 88 theaters.
Regal branded theaters.
So we got to go to Morgantown, right?
Are they a Regal?
Yeah, we're Regal.
Are they on the list?
I don't know, but they're a Regal.
There was a list. Do you have IMDb on there? No, of course not.
Right there.
Do you have IMDb on there? Good boy.
It's swiped. I hit the button. You hit the button.
I hit the button. It was on their main newsfeed today.
I ain't gonna go see it. I got to work all weekend, but I'll just see it online sometime next week.
Well, I'm not gonna drive to Morgantown to see it with pregnant wife because I do not want my baby birthed at Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby's got a great care unit. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a homebody.
Totally. Mobile Bosses 2 comes out soon. I want to see that one. Kingsman, the Secret Service. What the heck? Who's in?
Oh, that's next. We already discussed that. That trailer for that movie where that kid, badass, has got.
We never talked about that on this.
What?
We never talked about that on here.
Kingsman?
Yeah, we never talked about that.
We talked about that. We didn't talk about it here.
Okay.
We talked about it there.
IMDb. Here we go. No news on Star Wars.
The trailer's coming out to Regal Theaters, and it's only going to 15 of them in 15 cities.
By the way, I saw the new Hunger Games movie, The Mockingjay.
Good.
It's not bad. It's gonna be better. Hold on. You know me. I don't like the story ending without closure, and because it's a two-parter, they have to do that.
Did you watch Breaking Dawn at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I watched all those.
We both.
I have to read. I have to read The Mockingjay to finish it because my brain will explode if I don't. It won't. I need to know what happens next. That's the only reason I read Harry Potter is I was like, I need something to watch. I'll watch all the Harry Potters. Watch all the movies up till Order of the Phoenix. And I was like, I gotta know how this ends. This is a really good series. So then I read all the books. So
I'm gonna text somebody and ask them if they read it so they can call me and tell me about it.
Read it? Yeah, I don't want to hear the end of it. Anyway. I don't want it ruined for me. I like a little bit of the surprise and suspense.
Surprise.
Any
Like
more?
when she tells you she's not on the pill.
Yeah. Any more movie talk we want to have? Anything else on your list?
I was in the middle of something that I was very irate about, and you distracted me.
I'm sorry.
I'm very pissed off.
Lost World?
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to hate it. Like,
There's someone else on your porch again. Is that the other mail lady?
That must be the UPS or FedEx. My wife's packages that she ordered for me are coming now. She doesn't get home for another 3 hours.
So he's tempted to look. Just shake it.
I have an X-ray scanner in the basement.
He does.
It's called a wood stove at 3,000 degrees. No. God damn it. You interrupted me again. I'm not going to hate Jurassic World. It's going to be great popcorn cinema. I don't care what anyone says about it. They can sit there and say, oh, well, they're beating some bullshit plots to death, genetic enhancement, blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't matter. It's popcorn cinema. It's dinosaurs on the big screen. Just enjoy it. Just sit back and enjoy it. Don't be so hyper fucking critical of everything you watch. You're not a critic. He's not a critic. I'm not a critic. The cat laying right there, he's probably a better critic than all of us. Because at least he's objectionable. We're all biased. The pussy doesn't care.
I heard a theory about how they choose whether or not a movie should get broadcast or TV show.
Oh, is it when monkeys throw shit at it?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Okay, what is fantasy game? We'll get on to that. I think that's the last topic we got to hit.
No, that is not the last goddamn topic we have to hit. The fantasy, there was the fantasy football game.
Oh, okay.
Do I have to fucking reiterate that?
No, okay. In your head.
I love the count-up clock over here. I think I'm about ready to die or do something epic.
About the hat talk real quick. Get on that and get my basketball talk and we'll get our top 10.
You know what? Get your basketball talk out of the way, because
okay, I'm mad. They came out with the top 5 of every position in the NBA: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. The number 1 small forward is LeBron James. Well, LeBron James is the best player in the world, but he's not playing like it right now. He has like 20 points a game. He's doing good on like assists and rebounds, but he has like 4 turnovers. And his team's sucking dick right now. Okay, meanwhile, you got Carmelo Anthony, who's got 1 turnover a game, averaging almost 30 points a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He should be number 1, easily. Anyone but LeBron James, because LeBron James is number 1. I like all the other ones, though. Steph Curry's number 1 in point guard. I love that. Number 2 is Chris Paul. John Wall was on the list at number 5. I did like that. So I should have been a little bit higher, but other than that, I don't understand why they're putting Anthony. Quit making faces while I'm saying my basketball point. I don't know why Anthony Davis is listed as a power forward. He's a center. Chris Anderson.
Look him up.
I don't know why it's listed. On the team, he is a center. Because Chris Anderson is their starting small forward because he shoots threes. He stretches the game for him. That's my rant. LeBron James is getting rewarded something he doesn't deserve right now. Sorry, go ahead. Your last topic about
I thought we established that we both hate fucking LeBron James.
We hate LeBron James. I know he's good, but he's not that good this year. He's averaging almost 5 turnovers a game.
Feel free to extrapolate on that one.
Extrapolate?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Trying to let somebody know that I'm doing a podcast.
Go away.
Hats, kids. Hats. This is what a hat looks like. Can't see it? There. When you lay it on a counter. Look at that shit. Would you fucking believe it? It's curved. Do you know why it's fucking curved? To block the sun from your eyes. To get the heat in your fucking head. When it does this, you look like a fucking gangster retard. Sorry, Terrence. If you're buying a hat for style, you're buying a hat for all the fucking wrong reasons. Buy a hat because you love the team. Buy a hat because it fits well. I don't care. Don't buy it to match a pair of shoes you bought 3 years ago.
Hats are made to be curved. Okay? The sun comes in at angles. When you curve the hat, it keeps the sun out of your eyes. When it's flat, the sun will get in your eyes. That's why it's made that way. Now I'll wear mine backwards too.
Yeah, it's flat like that. That's fine. That's fine. You know what this does? When you're working under a fucking drain, it keeps the water off your damn neck, lets it roll down your back so your shirt don't get fucked up.
I do this when I play basketball or beer pong because when I shoot.
Yeah, I like to get that eyeball shut. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
No.
This is how a hat is supposed to be worn. I hate buying flat build hats. I get the best hats I ever see are flat build. I get so mad at it because I have a hat. You've seen the Ninja Turtle hat?
I've seen the
I curve it like this 24/7 and it still goes like this.
It's not only that, the flat build hats are built with a higher top on them.
Yeah.
They look ridiculous when they curve them because it bends in, and those that don't bend in have a nice flat top. That's not.
See that? See how floppy that is? It's supposed to flop it on your head. That's how it's supposed to look.
It can be this way.
That's a baseball cap.
This is allowed. This is completely tolerable. You know why? Because it's that. It's a Z hat. It's 7 3/8. And Zephyr, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. You sons of bitches. You're switching over to flat build hats, and the thing that made you your money was fitted curve. That's what got you rich. That's what even made you a company. That's what even put you on the fucking map was fitted fucking hats. Now, the only fitted hats you can buy, and trust me, I have tracked down every retailer that you provide for, and they've got nothing left. You know why? Because I bought all of these. There are literally none left in America. They're all mine. And that's bullshit. Because I know I'm not the only motherfucker on the face of God's green earth that likes a hat that fits and is curved like a normal human being. You want to be gangster? That's fine. Go get your shit at 5 and below. Don't fuck the rest of us with your gangster stupid ass fucking style. Terrence, I'm talking to you. The next time I see you with a flat build hat, I'm going to throw it underneath of my truck and I'm going to drive over it until it's nothing. Zephyr, get your head out of your fucking ass. You're pissing me off. I got a product that I would literally, and I'm not lying to you, if you see this, call me. Call me on it. Dig me up on the internet. I'll buy a fucking case right now of 7 3/8 Boise State hats. Right now.
See,
Curve bill, not that flat bill bullshit.
I like those because my hair goes from long to short all the time. So I like to adjust the hat.
Don't have that problem.
He doesn't have
We've
that problem.
alleviated that situation.
He likes the old Breaking Bad cut. So that's another show you need to watch.
That's just a fucking beard. You just
Okay, we'll get to our top
digging in
10.
my dick. So yeah, well you've heard it, but you haven't seen it. So now
Our top 10. No, we didn't announce our top 10 list last week. Top 10 fast food foods. We
were hating on our top 10 list. We kind of hate fucked our top 10 list.
We ended it mad.
Yeah, we were
mean.
I'm sure. Well, I left that podcast thinking it was the worst fucking thing we've ever done. But I re-listened to it. It was pretty good. It was the second best one we've ever done. I still think the first one's better. This one's gonna be good.
Better. I think our football banter was a little better than our first one, but yeah.
I don't think the majority of our audience, like right now, if they could see our wonderful clock. God, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck your camera is. It's pissing me off.
Right here.
So literally, actually in 2 minutes, we'll have had an hour of everything else.
Yeah.
That's about right. That's
about
better.
right.
That's better. That's better. I'll
People
go with
like
it.
that more. Anyway.
All right. So we established this 2 weeks ago. I don't know if was it rolling when we decided?
No.
Okay. Fast food.
10 best fast food items.
Top 10.
Sheets counts as fast food too.
Yes, because they have a drive-through. Maybe not in your community, but drive an hour. They'll have one.
You want to go first? Want me to go first? You have it in no particular order, do you?
I have 11.
I have technically 11. So
he actually ranged his from
good
favorite
to
least
best.
favorite.
Good to best.
I love food. I love food. Period. I love eating food. I love just buying food. So this is what I gotta say: McRib, the Cool Ranch Taco, probably number one, greatest invention ever. A regular roast beef from Arby's. Sometimes the plainest foods are underappreciated. Like, you need to just really appreciate
It is a good sandwich.
Sheetz fries. The only thing better than Sheetz fries is McDonald's fries. The BK Original Italian Chicken Sandwich. Like, chicken parm on a bun. It's glorious.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. White Castle burgers. Why? Because you're on the run and they're not that bad. Love them. Kentucky Fried Chicken's biscuits. Yeah, probably a little bit better than what your mom makes because your mom's a crack whore. Long John Silver's chicken, you don't know what's in it. You don't even care. It could be 90% fish, 10% chicken, and that's why it's got that strange taste. But damn it, it is good.
The best chicken's KFC, but go ahead.
Just a Long John. Okay. Sheetz dogs. Sheetz hot dogs. You find me a better dog joint. I'm sure some of you will argue that Sonic is a better dog joint. I don't have one. I got a Sheetz. I love Sheetz.
I was thinking about Sonic. I almost put it on there.
And the Whopper. The Whopper. Really, quarter pounder, literally, this is all it is. A quarter pounder with mac sauce.
See, I went a different route, and I decided to try to keep one per franchise. Now, I do have 3 from one franchise, because one was a tie. Number 10, I have the McFlurry. Awesome.
Ice cream.
Honestly,
I'm just saying.
I can't eat ice cream that much because my teeth are sensitive, but I do like their ice cream. Subway, and it's going to sound weird, but I really, really love it when they have this. Subway's chicken noodle soup.
I love it.
On the go, it's delicious. Just to get it with a sandwich, oh, it's so good. Oh,
I like Subway. I like walking into a Subway. Like, they have one at our local Walmart.
And this one does have our local one does have a drive-thru, to be fair. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, the other Subway. The Subway we have in the Walmart, it's actually kind of nice to walk in there like 8, 9 in the morning because you get to smell the bread bacon. That shit is boomtastic. Love smelling that bread bacon. That's a good smell to enter a store.
I used to work there. It makes me nauseous. Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich.
And they say I'm an asshole.
Yeah. Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. Love it. That's number 8 on my list. Number 7, the BQ Blizzard. How do you say no to BQ Blizzard? You can turn it upside down, man. It won't fall out. It's great. It's fantastic. It's fantablistic.
Oakley Dairy Mart had better.
Yeah, well, where is that now? My favorite ice cream is Staff Tickers in Garrett County. That's my favorite.
What?
I love
No,
Staff
fucking Katie's is the best.
9
If you're in Garrett County and you ain't had Katie's, you out your fucking mind. That's the best ice cream in Garrett County.
You paid $2 for a large cone. Overpriced. It's stacked this fucking high. And it's
the fact
soft
that
serve.
There's what, 2 people in Garrett County watching this? Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike.
Yeah.
They're both named Mike.
Yeah. Okay. Number 6, the BK Double Stacker. If you haven't had that, it's burger, bacon, cheese, burger, bacon, cheese. And that's all like squished into a sandwich. There's no vegetables. It's great. Okay. Number 5 is a tie for McDonald's, the McRib. And the McChicken with sweet and sour sauce. Now we've agreed on this.
Anything with McDonald's, not anyone else's, McDonald's sweet and sour sauce.
Tastes good. Anything. I would just go to McDonald's and steal some of their sweet and sour sauce and put it on like an original chicken sandwich from, let's say, I don't know, Burger King. That sound good to you? Yeah, he's got a bunch of them.
Right here?
Yeah. We will product placement.
We stockpile this shit for one reason.
Even though it's backward, it does say sweet and sour sauce.
You know why I say this? You know what really good on an Arby's regular roast beef sandwich? This shit. Not any other restaurant.
Burger King's is
KFC's
horrible.
is okay.
Burger
King's is like garbage.
It looks like purple jizz. This is what it looks like. It does. It looks like purple jizz.
Like a fucking snork.
Yeah.
Jizzed in a cup.
Like a snork jizz in a cup.
Long John Silver's, your sweet and sour sauce is good for your chicken and your chicken alone. I'm not discrediting it. It works for what you do with it, but it does. It's not the fucking like Leatherman of sweet and sour sauces. You could literally put this on anything, and McDonald's sweet tea goes with anything from any restaurant. Just saying.
Yeah, that might be the best condiment ever.
Baja Blast, however,
it's awesome. Mountain Dew is my favorite. Okay, number 4.
I drink whiskey.
Arby's Chicken Bacon Ranch. It's a good sandwich.
Sounds like a salad.
Oh, no, it's delicious. Chicken McSwiss, I'm sorry. Chicken McSwiss, not ranch. I can't read. Taco Bell's Loaded Grilled Chipotle Chicken.
Now, I cannot believe you didn't put the fucking Deets taco on there. That blows my mind.
I don't like them as much as you. I like soft.
Cool Ranch?
I prefer soft. I have them.
He brought a thing of Cool Ranch, but the Cool Ranch taco is not good enough for him.
Soft tacos. Too.
So do I.
I like the Loaded Grillers because you can eat them on the go. You can't eat anything else from Taco Bell without getting it all over yourself.
Quesadilla.
To a degree. If it doesn't get squished in the bag, getting it. Hold on.
It's while you're that driving, fucking thin.
While you're getting it out of the bag, you can tear, and sometimes it opens up when you tear. It doesn't come out perfectly.
So you can't eat a hemorrhaging quesadilla.
Yeah. Well, when I'm driving, I don't want to get all over myself. Number 2, and I think everyone agrees with me on this. Sheetz Mac and Cheese, the 3 cheese blend. Tremenda pica.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
about right middle ground.
Number 1 for me. Anyone who has had this will agree with me that this is probably one of the best things ever, and I think sweet and sour sauce would probably put that over the edge. I wish I had one right now to try it. The KFC Double Down. 2 pieces of chicken.
Oh my god.
Bacon, cheese. Is that not like we got to do that? We got to go find this. They don't have it anymore here. KFC with that on it. The KFC Double Down. Oh my god, it sounds
chicken,
so,
bacon,
I'm
cheese,
about to cry
cheese.
because it sounds so good right now.
I gotta agree with him.
It sounds so good.
This right here. This is the crack of the fast food world.
Chicken.
Boom.
Cheese, bacon, that.
This.
That is what Awesome Sauce eats for breakfast.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
That is
purple, backflipping unicorns, shitting rainbows out their eyes.
Eating Double Downs with sweet and sour sauce on them.
That's why they shoot rainbows out their eyes.
Okay. Well, that unless you want to add something else.
You're really going to conclude it on that note?
Oh, my God. I'm really craving one now. But that
we're
really...
going to take a time out. We're going to eat a sandwich, and we're going to come back and show you how awesome it might look. No, not really.
Yeah, I'm like in tears when I'm thinking about the food. So happy. I'm just in a place of euphoria right now thinking about it.
Okay, so if you can't tell, he's wearing a shirt that makes him look like Wolverine. That was Chewbacca.
I'll wear a Chewbacca shirt next week. All right, what will our top 10 be next week?
Zephyr, hit your head out of your fucking ass.
What will be our top 10 next week? About top 10 beers.
Top 10 beers, top 10 whiskeys, scotches.
How much is top 10 beers?
Craft brews? Or like we sticking to like
Well, hold on a
Domestic.
second.
domestic or craft? There's not enough of you yet to vote on that. I think the last one was what? How many views? How many views and likes?
How many views and likes?
Yeah.
I think it was about 50.
All right, well, 50. That's enough to run. So, I mean, if you guys want to participate, feel free to participate. Throw it
How
out.
about top 50?
50?
How about top 10? Sorry, it's top 10 snacks. Top 10 snacks.
That's gonna be number one for me. I'm sorry. I'm a Deeds guy.
Oreos.
I'm a Deeds guy.
Oreos.
I'm a Deeds. Yeah. If you
Okay.
ain't from the East Coast, these are called Deets. Not Cool Ranch. We call them the Deets because they're the
I
Deets.
just call them good. I just call them good.
I just broke half of them, but he's gonna eat them anyway.
Okay. Anything else you want to add? Oh, on that note, we have a phone call.
We got an interruption.
We got one
by
interruption.
my parents. Yes. We're leaving on that note. Later, kids.
Later, guys.